Hey, what's up, YouTube, and my beloved husband, Kind Kendra, and my fellow Hellfire Club members and subscribers, and I my friends and followers. This is your Hellfire leader, Maggie Negan, the Walking Dead Fangirl 27. How's everyone doing today? So, I did a poll 2 weeks ago, and 43% of you want to know who inspired me to be a YouTuber. So, I'll be happy to answer it. But before I start, I want to say, guys, thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel. It means so much to me because without you, my channel will not be growing this big, and I know that 715 subscribers doesn't mean a lot to anybody, but to me, it means a lot. So I thank you guys so much. You guys are amazing. And before I go starting this, answering this question that you guys voted for, if you guys really enjoyed this video, press that like button. And if you guys want to be part of the Hellfire Club member, you have to smash the subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more updates, And for more information, you gotta smash the subscribe button, basically, and you'll be getting more updates about my art blog, my commissions that, I will soon be open. In the meantime, when I have more, art, in my portfolio, because I know I haven't posted any of my artwork in my blog post lately. It's just, I just want to make sure everyone is interested to see what kind of drawings I do. And other than that, also check in the description to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, my blog post, my Pinterest, my Discord, my Twitch. And I'll be DMing you guys to see what you guys are interested, what kind of animes you like. It can be anything from Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, Cyberpunk Runners, to and basically Attack on Titan, Spy and Family, and so much more. There's so many animes out there that I grew up with that I had to keep up, and hopefully I be able to watch a new Bleach movie, which I am totally, everyone keeps talking about on Twitter, and I don't want no spoilers because I really do like Johnny Young Bosch. He's a great voice actor, so I'm going to check that out, definitely. So also throughout my video, if you want to know more updates about also me attending some conventions, you can meet up with me, and you guys can greet me. You can always take pictures of me, and I'll definitely send you my business card. You guys can tag me in through social media, and also you guys can always ask me about anything, any information about joining the Hellfire Club. We don't always play Dungeons and Dragons. We can always talk about anime, personal stuff, what your favorite anime is, mostly anything. I am open to, asking questions. I'm free to do a Q&A in the near future when I do reach 800 subscribers or more. And other than that, if you guys need some help with video editing or making intros, I'll be happy to send you some samples, of my work. And I would like to make a business out of it one day, and you guys can check out my recent videos I've been making. I usually make sometimes AMV videos because a lot of people requested them to see more often my AMV videos. Sometimes I do different Stranger Things, and I'm trying to do the best I can to see if I can do more unboxing videos. I know I haven't bought any anime merch, lately, but I know my husband Khan does. He has some for me that I'd like to show you guys that he bought some for me, and I'll do an unboxing on that. And yeah. So that's only if you ring the notification bell, and also be part of the Hellfire Club if you subscribe and be part of a member. But enough of me rambling on. You guys want to know who inspired me to a YouTuber, which that's one of the choices of the poll. So the person who really inspired me, a YouTuber, besides Markiplier, besides Jack, and PewDiePie and Akidiras, and Mr. Anime Man, and my good friends Mr. Anime 343, Pirate Canvas. There's a lot of friends of mine who really inspired me to be a YouTuber. I can't choose only one, but the only person that really I looked up to and who really influenced me, I gotta say, it has to be my fiance, soon to be husband Kaim, because he may be a small YouTuber. He may have, 88 subscribers, which he is trying, to reach that far like I am. And you guys should check him out because he, even though he may do gaming, from time to time, but it is very entertaining. Don't get me wrong. You know, he's doing the best he can, and he really showed me like that YouTube cannot always be a serious thing, because sometimes YouTube may be a serious like career for some YouTubers. Like there are times where like maybe YouTubers want to be professional and try to do something with their acting or with their health, or try and do like a workout video or an art video, or music videos without being copyrighted, or trying to be professional animator reviewer or movie review, stuff like that. And it takes time and a lot of professionalism in their skills of editing, having better camera, recording booths, all these little gadgets and gizmos and plenty. Not to quote Ariel, but it seems like, I may not have the whole entire baggage, like all these YouTubers do, but I'm just myself. I'm just your average 29-year-old woman, who works with a tablet, who's very comfortable in her own environment by doing this by tablet. Because before me, before I was a big YouTuber, which I know my YouTube channel is not that really big, but in the future, maybe if I do reach over 800 or more, like I'm not trying to be greedy, like over 1,000 or maybe 1 million subscribers, hopefully, I'm just saying, like, I'll have the more, process in becoming a better YouTuber. Maybe I'll save enough money not to be spending a lot of money on equipment that I don't need. I just use what I have, not trying to be cheap or anything. But there are times where some YouTubers, I'm not pointing fingers, but sometimes they will spend money on equipment which they don't really need, and some they do. Some use like a Mac computer. Some people will use better computer that has an antivirus or a McAfee, virus blocker or something. For me, I just use my tablet, and sometimes I will use my recorder sometimes only when I'm doing some voice acting that I'm practicing through my computer. I mean, it's very complicated, to do these things and try to like adjust the sound and try to get a better audio. And it's very complicated, for me. But I am more comfortable with using my tablet, so you guys will hear me better, and hopefully you guys can hear me as well. And it's just like I can usually edit through the applications I have on my tablet, which is very easier, which the application I use, not to sponsor by them, but I use mostly like CapCut. And if I use my Apple iPad, which I don't know if it still works, I mostly use like Pinnacle Studio, or maybe if I want to do something with changing my background, sometimes I use like a green screen, or just use a wallpaper that I pull up from my travels. And sometimes I use that as a background to show you guys, what inspired me to be a YouTuber, that kind of thing. But getting back to the topic, who inspired me, yes, my husband Kaim had really inspired me a lot. He's my number one who inspired me. And a few others I may say, I can say maybe Akidiris, and my YouTube friends like Mr. Anime 343, Pirates Campus, and so many other YouTubers that really helped me a lot throughout the journey. Because I gotta say, they're very professional in what they do, and they are amazing. Because if you think about it, if you guys really seen their channel, they mostly talk about anime, video games. They have more graphics than I do, but I gotta give them credit because they really work a lot harder. I'm not saying, we have a competition between us, but they really work their ass off. You know what I mean? Sorry for my language, but it's the truth, because not everyone is like them. People have their opinions about them. People take it the wrong way, But at the same time, all my friends and my fiance, Kaim, really helped me a lot get my feet, back on track, because I'm not like every YouTuber that just shows their faces sometimes. I'm not saying I'm shy, I'm just showing how my character, who my avatar is right now, wearing a Hellfire shirt and wearing an anime Japanese skirt, or knee-high stockings and knee-high boots, and wearing wolf ears and have the color red. with black highlights. It's just like, it's my persona. You know what I mean? It's not that I don't want to show my face like other YouTubers do, but it's how I'm comfortable within my region, you know? It's not that I don't like showing my face, you know? I may like show my hands when I do unboxing videos, that's totally different. But other than that, it's just, you know, a personal thing, because not everyone has to know who I look like or what I do. You know, when I get to know a person and if I trust a person, maybe. But that's totally different, because if I'm going to attend a convention, or even like if I do want to do a meet and greet, I don't mind, you know, meeting fans, you know, want to see my face. That's totally different. You know, but if it's a YouTube thing, I'm mostly comfortable within my range where I show my avatar and animated how I express my facial features, which I'm doing right now, you know. But other than that, I just want to say that, you know, they are the ones that really inspire me to be a YouTuber, you know. And I'm happy because, you know, it really showed me, you know, what, you know, how I can appeal to you guys as an audience, you know, to see how many of you guys really like my videos, how many views I will get, you know, how many likes or dislikes. I know the dislike button is gone, but I can tell that you guys really like my short videos. Sometimes I would like do something random when it comes to like my personal things, like this, for example, like I did one short video of me liking Halloween, which I am obsessed with. Halloween is one of my favorite holidays besides Christmas. And of course, I am a baseball fanatic. You know, I just take a video that really relates to me because I am a baseball fan, as you can see. You know, I just love baseball. It's my thing. You know, you can say I'm a Tom girl, you know, tomboy version of a girl that likes watching baseball. I mean, that's how I was raised. That's how my dad, you know, showed me different sports teams, you know, who we root for and, you know, who we boo at. That kind of thing, you know. It's very relatable. But, you know, in other words, I just want to say that, you know, both my fiance and my friends online really inspire me to be a wonderful YouTuber, because I was a small YouTuber. I did have like less than I have right now. I used to be like 174 before I reached 715, because I did have friends who helped me throughout the channel, and what happens that we went our separate ways. You know, that's a personal topic to talk about, because I was in a group one time and it was not, you know, how can I put this? I was with a group of YouTubers that I work with, and what happened is like they didn't want to grow throughout the channel and we decided to go our separate ways, you know, because I'm more like a leader type person, if you can say, because I'm more like advanced through my knowledge of what I want throughout the channel. Because before I became Maggie Negan, the Walking Dead Fangirl 27, I usually been something else. You know what I'm saying? Because there are times where I need to be mature for my own age to progress throughout my channel, because I can't just do the same thing over and over again like other people do. Like, they can stick to one thing and they will move on to the next. You know, you can pick whatever topic you like. It's not gonna hurt you. You know what I'm saying? But there are times where when I try to tell these group members, I told them like, I want to move forward. You know, if you're gonna hold me back and you're gonna do something like that's almost like a kid that would like, that's fine. It's totally you. You know, you can choose whatever you like. No one's stopping you. If you're gonna do video games, do video games. If you want to do like a cartoon character, go ahead. You know, I'm not stopping you. But it's gonna like really not make my channel grow. I'm sorry. You know, I'm more like an anime, Marvel, DC, baseball fanatic or daily vlogger that wants to travel around the place and do something like, you know, anyone didn't expect from me. You know, and they just like to stick to one thing. They only focus, they have like a deer in headlights, per se, right? And they want to stick to one topic. Oh, I want to stick to one thing. Let me stick with that. You know, but for me, no. Ain't gonna happen. That's not me. You know, so we went our separate ways. It's not my fault that I want to do something different. You know what I'm saying? Because it feels like it was holding me back so much. And from that moment on, I realized like I have become a better person. I found the love of my life. I found better friends, and better yet, I have a wonderful career coming up. I'm not saying YouTube is always going to be my career all the time, but I'm going to stay positive no matter what. I'm going to be working on my children's book. I'm going to try to be a successful, video editor if I can, to find a job that's based on my field. I'm not going to have people go up to me saying, oh, you can't do this because you're different from everyone else. Everyone does the same thing, I'm not saying in an angry tone, you know what I'm saying? Because it feels like when people do something similar based on your major from what you learned, it's the same thing. I do my pace, you do yours. If I can't work with you because you want me to do certain things, that's on you. Sorry. I make my own videos because I like them for what I do. If you don't like what I make, you don't have to like it, or you don't have to even watch it. Everyone has their own opinion in some things, and it bothers me that nowadays, for me, as a young woman, it's very hard to find a job based on my field nowadays, especially who's a YouTuber who wants to find a career based on what she's good at. And not to mention, I'm not trying to make everyone feel sorry for me, but for me, as a person who has autism spectrum, and it bothers me that no one wants to hire me. I'm not trying to, make the job companies out there feel sorry for me that I had to be pointing fingers. I'm not blaming all of you who in the job force. I'm not blaming all of you. It's just that you're just putting people down who have disabilities. And it feels like you're putting them down. And once again, I'm not throwing anyone a bus. It just feels like, I'm not trying to get off topic of what I said in the poll, that, based on the poll I just said, but this is what's really bothering me a lot, and it angers me because people who gone this far, who got a high school diploma or even a college degree, and it's not enough for anybody, you know what I'm saying? No matter if you got a high school diploma, associate's, bachelor's, master's, it feels like it's nothing to them. You had to be like in a high level. You had to be knowing this stuff for 10 years, 20 years, 10 years, or even 5 years, and still it's not enough. Not to mention how much, effort they try to get their foot on the door. You know what I'm saying? I have people telling me like, Maggie, we're going to say no to you because we don't know you. And what's the point? You don't, if you don't know me, then why don't you bother, calling me up? Why don't you just see my portfolio? Why don't you see my work before you just close the file? Immediately say, oh, we don't like you because you only know this kind of skill. Oh, we cannot accept you because, you don't have the right requirements. But it just bothers the heck out of me when this happens, does it bother you guys? I'm sorry to ramble on, but this is why I want to let this out there, because you guys are well taught, you guys are amazing at what you do. So whatever you do, and listen to me well, as a YouTuber, and I want to let you guys as my audience member, no matter what race you are, no matter what disability you are, you get that dream and you accomplish it. If you want to be a doctor, go for it. If you want to be a lawyer, aim that goal. If you have somebody that tells you no, don't listen to them. Do what you want to do. Create your own business. Create your own law firm. Show them that you can do something wonderful. And look at me. I may be a YouTuber. I may be small. But I have, confidence. I always put my head up high, and I've been strong like a wolf. Because I am tired when people say no to me. I am, because it feels like, you decide to close the door on my face while realizing I can accomplish so many other things that no one ever dreamed of. I had people thinking that my career is not worth it. So you're telling me that being a video editor, a film producer is not important to me? You telling me that I should give up my dream, because I'm different from everyone else? You think I had to give up my dream just to like work for something else? That's not who I am. Sometimes I would just face the facts and move forward. Never back. I had people just to pick on me because, oh, you're doing this on a tablet. Why don't you just do it on a computer? It's much easier. Why didn't you just show me then? Since you want me to work with you. I can do it. It doesn't stop you from helping somebody who's different or train somebody who wants to accomplish what they want to be. So, to get on topic, guys, a lot of people who influence me is a lot of people in this life. Especially actors nowadays that I contact too, even bloggers. I contact, a lot of YouTubers nowadays. I talk to people who really like the show I watch. There are people out there who I socialize on Twitter, and sometimes they on YouTube sometimes. But there are times where where some YouTubers are just, they just want to be popular, have their nose up in the air, and don't care about the little ones, like us. And that hurts. It really does. But as a YouTuber, I'm not going to be like that. I will always care for the little person. I'm not going to be those people who have the nose up in the air, have so many security guards, and I will never ignore any of you. That's a promise. I'm not like those YouTubers who will be like pushed aside or not let anyone get close to me. I'm not like that. Never. You as an audience member, and I want you guys to hear me out. I love you guys. You guys make this channel worthwhile. And I want to thank you guys. So thank yourself, for making this channel wonderful, right? You're in a safe place. I'm not a bad person. Never was. I'm always the nicest person you ever meet. And I'm here for you no matter what. I got your back. Remember that. So, to end this right now, I want to say, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for my upcoming video this coming Thursday for me to attend a wonderful Harry Potter Dark Forest events. We're going to have some wonderful time. We're going to have some butterbeer. Remember our wonderful character that we always love, Hagrid, who passed away not that long ago. And of course, I'll be cosplaying as Luna Lovegood. And if you guys really appreciate this wonderful channel, press that like button. And if you guys want to keep supporting my channel, smash the subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more updates, alright? So we'll see you guys in the video on Thursday. I love you guys. Love you, hun. This is your fellow Hellfire leader, Maggie Negan, the Walking Dead Girl 27, signing off. See you next video. Love you guys. Peace out.